Hi, everybody. Claudia here from Fluffy Cow Coffee. As you know, we're the only coffee company in the country that supports farm animal sanctuaries nationwide. And today and we do so by doing week-long online fundraisers where we donate $2.50 for every item sold on the website during the course of the week-long fundraiser. And this week, we have a local partner, which we're always so excited to support locally. And we have the lovely Kate from Ritzy Rescue Ranch. Hi, Kate.
Hello, thank you so much for having us today. We're excited to be working with you on the fundraiser.
We're very excited to have you, and we're very excited to hear all about Ritzy Rescue Ranch. So I do know you're in the Tooele area, so tell us about Ritzy Rescue Ranch.
Yeah, so Ritzy Rescue Ranch. The name really comes from rags to riches. So our whole goal is we take in and specialize in senior animals, senior and disabled animals. So it's very difficult. It's very expensive, but we feel that it is the right thing to do because they are the most vulnerable in our community.
Sure.
So with that being said, we have, and our board as well, we've got a great board. We've been rescuing animals for over a decade.
Oh.
Most of us just starting with, cats and dogs. And then as we have volunteered and gotten more involved with farm animals and become more educated, we saw a real need, right, to help these farm animals. So then we started moving into rescuing these farm animals. And we officially opened up as a nonprofit in 2021.
Okay. Awesome. Now, how many residents do you currently have?
It's a growing number, as you can only imagine. We currently have about 70.
Aye.
Yes. So that's going to include everything from horses, right? We've got some senior horses, BLM donkeys. We've got some of the most adorable cows. Goats, sheep, chickens, turkeys, a giant tortoise who's just my favorite, feral cats, just senior cats that, the shelters are over capacity and we're going to be put down. So we've got a whole list of just about everything.
So for example, give me some examples of how you would come across or how an elder cow or an elder horse would find Ritzy Rescue Ranch, or how you would find them.
Yeah, so most of our animals come through animal control.
Okay.
Or with us networking with other rescues. So for example, we had a dog and cat rescue who we got one of our goats from. A dog and cat rescue who got in a baby cow that needed help. So we've really helped there. We also recently took in two. If you guys haven't seen them, you have to Google them because they're so adorable. Two guinea fowl from Hogle Zoo that needed a new home. The zebras and warthogs were not playing nicely with these birds and needed to be rehomed. And so we took them in.
How interesting. I mean, how interesting that Hogle Zoo reached out to you.
Yes, yes. They actually have this amazing team of female, which is like really cool, but female farriers who will come out and donate their time to do the farrier work, which is hooves, right? For pigs, for donkeys, the animals that no one else will touch. This team of women will come out and do their hooves, and the animals trust them. So it's actually been a game changer.
That is amazing. That's really amazing. It's also interesting that you would get all these different species from animal control. Yeah. And are we talking about animal control throughout the state or just nearby you? Like, how big is the reach of what you do when you're helping animal control?
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten more from like Salt Lake County or, like Davis County. Not a ton out here in Tooele because really in our area, we don't have animal control. We especially found that out not last week. It was 2 weeks ago when a couple of dogs were dumped on our property and we really needed help and there was no one to go to until a dog got hit. And it was a terrible ending.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we're really having to network to get the resources that we need. across the state to really make a difference.
Oh my Lord. Now, how big is your property?
Yeah, so we are on 5 acres. And
Okay.
really what the beautiful thing about this place is one, we try and be as sustainable as possible. So we implement green farming where we are really monitoring our water use.
Mhm.
And then we have 50 solar panels, and those panels are what generate everything, all of the power, right? It gives us the power for the pastures, the sprinkler pastures.
Mhm.
So we're trying to be green, but we've got 5 acres. And on that 5 acres, 4 of it is a rotating pasture
Mhm.
for these animals. It's not like it doesn't actually feed them because it's not enough land for the amount of animals we have, but
Sure.
it allows the animals space to live a more natural life,
Yeah.
right? Which is really key for us. And then we also have an orchard where we'll grow all sorts of fruit, right? And then we bring in people from the community to pick the fruit. We'll feed it back to the animals. We'll donate it to different food banks. So that's also been very important for us too.
That's amazing. And now, do you feel like you're close to capacity or at capacity on your property size for the amount of animals you can have?
Yeah, we always say it's the last one and then it keeps growing. But we definitely are at capacity.
Yeah.
And so, really, what we have found to be incredibly important because, right, we only have so much space, we only have
Right.
so many dollars. So now we're really focusing on education,
Great.
where that is giving a reason for people to want to get more involved, right? To be more
Right.
sustainable. That kid next door is not just the kid next door. He's the kid that's going to come and learn about the importance of animals, who's going to save our future, right?
Right.
And so education is key now.
That's awesome. Now, do you let the public come to your ranch?
We do. So we do some really fun things. We have tours.
Uh-huh.
We also provide internships for college students that give them credit for school. And
Yeah.
then volunteer days.
That's great. Now, so for example, volunteer days, like what organizations would send their people? I mean, are these organizations necessarily, or are they just people who show up on volunteer days?
Yeah, we would love to work with organizations. We really haven't had organizations that have come out to do a big event like that. So it's just really kind people that are willing to donate a Saturday to come in and muck stalls and interact with the animals.
Have you ever reached out? This just popped in my head. Have you ever reached out to your local jail, your county jail? They often have programs with inmates where they'll go do volunteer. They'll clean. They'll because I used to run Friends of Animals, which is now Nuzzles and Company,
Yes.
and they would come up and the inmates would help clear the property at the ranch in Summit County. So I know Summit County has a program like that. So I was wondering if your county, which is I think Grand County, is that your county? No,
Uh,
Tooele County. You're
Tooele.
in Tooele County.
Tooele. Yep. Tooele.
Tooele County has a prisoner program like that.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like thinking in my head as you're saying that of how I can reach out. We do have one. It's very small. It's a smaller area that's growing quickly, but it's definitely worth exploring.
For sure. And the same with like Salt Lake. I mean, of course, I don't know if they go interjurisdiction, outside the
Oh, yeah.
jurisdiction, but I would even consider like reaching out to Salt Lake County because that could be a good source as well. But I love the idea that you're doing education, but I love everything you're doing. But I also want to give you the opportunity to tell your fans who may be disappointed that why your big event has gone virtual and what people can do to help you.
Yeah, great question, Claudia. So, Halloween is our thing. We love Halloween. We love celebrating Halloween. We go all out, and we love animals. So we have, ever since we got started, done a big Halloween event. On a general year, we get about $4,000 from it, which makes a really big difference in what we do.
Sure.
Unfortunately for this year, because not only are rescues struggling for donations, just given the overall economy, But the restaurants, right, the ones that help to support us and help to host this are dealing with their own capacity issues, their own money issues. And so because of that, we ended up having to very last minute cancel our Halloween event, which is, it's painful. It's incredibly painful. And it comes at a bad time where, our executive director, who really just runs everything from day to day, is dealing with a family member in the ICU. And so we're at a capacity issue ourselves where we can't just pack up and bring it to our sanctuary. So what we're really trying to do right now is generate donations in the way of providing some really cool private tours. And we're doing some fun things that we've never done before, really showing people the property, interacting with the animals in a different way, going on a little, UTV tour instead of a hayride. The other thing that we're doing is caramel apple kits. For a donation, we'll give you a caramel apple kit. And that comes directly from Sweet Hazel. And then obviously your generous fundraiser for the coffee and the merch. Oh my gosh, your merch is so cool. I was sitting on the website and I didn't know you had all that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want this and I want that. I mean, it's adorable. You want to wear it and show it off. You want to drink your coffee and have everyone see your mug.
Yes. Our mugs are great. I mean, yeah, our merch is great. Our packaging is great. By the way, for your fans, our coffee is great.
Yes.
And if you don't drink coffee, we do have lots of fun swag, species specific swag. And so anything we can do to support Ritzy Rescue Ranch, we want to do. We really want to try to get the word out as much as possible about two things, right? One, you just lost a big fundraiser. Your biggest fundraiser is not happening this year. And that's a big hit to your organization. And we need to support your organization because of all the great work that you're doing. So we want to make sure people spread the word on that. If you don't buy, and I want you to buy coffee, of course, I want you to buy coffee. Of course, I want you to buy swag. But I also want, I more than anything, want more money coming to Ritzy Rescue Ranch. And if it's not through coffee and swag, and it's direct donation to you, that's okay by us as well. We're all in support of any way to help mitigate the impact of you losing a big donation of potentially up to $4,000 that you desperately need in these very difficult times. And I appreciate, as somebody who does own coffee shops, we have 6 coffee shops under the Hugo Coffee brand. 2 of which are not owned by me, the corporation, but 4 are and 2 are licenses. In any event, we know how hard it is. I know how hard it is right now to try to run a profitable coffee shop. So I can imagine how difficult it was for Sweet Hazel to have to say no to you. And I also understand from their perspective why they had to say no to you this year, because it's a very difficult year, and it's a very difficult year for restaurants and obviously for rescues and sanctuaries. We all read the news of how overcrowded. I mean, my Facebook, my social media pages are full of pleas for people to foster and adopt and help, because it's just the overcrowding. And a lot of this is also driven by the economy. Right? By people who can't afford to take care of their animals. So they have to give them up to, unfortunately, animal control, which is, again, how you get a lot of your animals, which is, so it's all a big cycle of not great right now. And we got to do everything we can during this fundraiser and afterwards to help you, Ritzy Rescue Ranch, and all of your animals. It's so, so sorry. And I'm really sorry about, what's happening in Chris's world. And we just know that you guys are all in our prayers and in our thoughts. And we really, really, really want this to be a successful fundraiser. So towards that end, Kate, now I'm imagining where you're going to head with this. But say we do what we really hope to do, which is to raise a lot of money for you. Just say for the sake of this fundraiser, it's $300. What kind of impact would that have? I understand it would help mitigate the $4,000 you're not going to get, but But still, what would you do with that, with $300?
Yeah, I wish that there was something really exciting that we can say that we would do with it, but honestly, vet bills.
Sure.
Vet bills are eating us alive. I mean, just yesterday we had an emergency vet visit for our super senior horse Chrome, and that alone cost us over $300.
Sure.
So vet bills is what we are really, really needing support with at the moment.
And probably food, but you also help your, with your sustainability, which is fantastic, by the way, your sustainability efforts, that you grow some of the food that your animals eat, which is wonderful. So, but I totally get that vet bills are they're usually likely to be the thing that people, need help with, because, rescues and sanctuaries. And towards that end, let me ask the question. You are a sanctuary, right?
Correct.
You don't rehome animals.
We do not. There has been a few cases, right, where we have found a correct fit for somebody with an animal, and so we have rehomed them, but it's not something that we specifically go after.
Yeah, it's not your mission. Your mission is to give your residents a great rest of their lives, as long as for the length of their natural lives in your home, in your ranch.
Correct. I will say there are times where there are other animal rescues that we work with who are just so over capacity that we will do some fostering for them. That's one, short-term solution that we can provide. But yeah, everyone that comes here has a forever home.
See, that's the beauty of animal rescues, animal rescuers, and it's the beauty of animal rescuers and people in the animal welfare world is they have such big hearts, and they'll do anything they can to help each other.
Yes.
And to help the animals. So God love you. That's wonderful. That's wonderful, Kate. But listen, you and Chris and everybody are in our prayers, are in our thoughts. You send our love to Chris, and please, let's get the word out. We have 3.5 more days, Kate. We really want to make this a success. We need your people to like coffee. Yes. And if they don't like coffee, they like great mugs and great swag, but we need to raise money for Ritzy Rescue Ranch, and we really want to do a great job for you.
We're so excited. Thank you. And the cool thing I want to put out there, because this is not always the case, is that this is a nationwide fundraiser. And so as we have supporters all over the nation, this is one way that they can contribute, is by getting some coffee or some really cool merchandise.
That's awesome. And we're so thrilled to we support nationwide, but we're so thrilled to have somebody in our backyard to help this time, especially when your need is so particularly great at this moment. So fingers crossed, let's just do a great job this weekend and get people to buy so I can write you a big old check on Monday.
Thank you so much, Claudia. You guys are truly the best for all of the animals and sanctuaries out there.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you for everything you do. We just love everything you do. In fact, I'm going to come out and visit you.
Please, we would love to have you. We will roll out the red carpet for you.
No, I don't need a red carpet. I just need to meet the animals.
The one you will love, and for anyone who comes out here, their very favorite one is the cow Teddy. And he will kiss you, and his tongue is long and slobbery, but he wants your attention. He wants pets. He wants treats. So you will love him.
Maybe I'll think about that this weekend. You're right. All right, Kate. Well, you might see me. I'll reach out to you if I can make it out there, if it works out for you.
Please do. Please do.
All right. In the meantime, let's get people to buy, and let's write you a big old check on Monday, and you have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.